Hello Taurus and welcome to your Astroflower reading here for the week. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura and your tarots as well. I have done a collective reading last Sunday on the heart chakra and on the sacrum as well, and the changing aspects of the energies that are coming through in the ambient field that is around all of us. So it's affecting us on an individual basis, but also on a collective basis. And I think that's going to be coming on more and more. That's been happening over the last sort of 2 or 3 months, which you'll be able to see in our masterclasses and which is here on our YouTube channel. Let's just get straight in here with your reading, your chakras, what's going on. You know, I will repeat it again for those of you watch this regularly. Obviously, you're moving fully into your autumn period. And, you know, it's a reflection over the last year and sort of sorting out things for the new year. This is very nice, actually. This is really lovely, very solid. There seems to be a lot of things that you have understood and are now moving on from that are within your foundations of how you live life. That seems to be pretty straightforward there, but very nice, very tight. There's not enough. There's not a lot of room for maneuver, so it's almost there's a lot of assurance that goes along with this, and ensuring your foundation. Let's just have a look what's going on your sacrum. Okay, there seems to be a lot more work going on at the moment, so there may be a lot more sort of administration stuff, walking around, doing things, you know, posting letters and that sort of thing. But there's also a lot of organisation, sorting out the mechanics of how we do things. So if I want to make, let's say, like a cheese sandwich, I've got to get the cheese out of the fridge. I've got to get the, you know, the bread, if I want it toasted or not, and stuff like that. So it's organising basically before I get to the euphoric moment of starting eating that cheese sandwich. You know, you've got to prepare a lot of things, and that's what seems to be doing in life. If you compare life to a cheese sandwich, you know, there's many different aspects of life that you need to do, and these are physical, mechanical things at the moment, which seem to be sort of a lot more on your radar than anything else. Let's just see what's going on your solar plexus. There is a definite build up here, and it's an engagement in life around you at the moment, which seems to be, it's got potential. It's not actually full on. So you're not running around, you know, talking to people and stuff like that. There's not a great deal of that within the solar plexus. Now, only stuff that is connected to what you've got to be doing in the following year, what you've got to be doing in the coming year. But there's a build-up of huge potential within you at the moment. And that potential is not obviously on the surface, it's literally underneath within you. So that's good determination, courage, confidence within yourself. It seems to be like that you've got this swagger about you, you've got this confidence within you that's flowing through you. And it is, there may be love on the horizon here, or there is almost as if like, it seems like you want to get things moving on in the relationship department as regards to, you know, your personal relationships, one-to-one relationships, but also within your general relationships that are around you. You want it to be, yeah, emotionally engaged and everything like that. But there is also this aspect of sort of acts of relationship. So, and it's almost, it's sort of kind of saying, you know, I'm going to put all my emotions into a relationship, but, you know, if we're not going to do anything, if we're not going to go anywhere, and if we're not going to, you know, if that's your sort of thing, you know, if we're not going to do activities together, it's going to be difficult to maintain just as a lovey-doving relationship, as it were. There needs to be some sort of act that goes along with it. This also could be like acts of moving in with someone, marrying someone, and stuff like that. A certain level of concrete commitment within your life at the moment. That's the energy that's going through your heart. So even if you're not with someone, it's like that act of actually moving connecting with someone in order to get into a relationship with somebody. And it's built upon, your heart's desires, but there is a certain degree of sort of concreteness about it. There is a certain degree of sort of, acts of love between one another, which are not sort of demanded, but they only just come naturally from the other person. And that's what it seems to be. That's the sort of thing that you're not only projecting from yourself, that's the sort of thing that you almost want to be met with when you're within your relationships at the moment. So, that's that heart scenario. Let's just see what's going on the third eye and the throat chakra. Yeah, this ties into the sacrum as well. I think this has to do with the autumn, sorting stuff out for the coming future. You may have a lot going around in your mind, sort of working things out, working details out of what you want to be doing at the moment. Take breaks, take time out. It's very important to also have that moment of doing absolutely something completely different to what you normally would be doing in your administration or organization and stuff like that. It will keep your mind fresh. It'll keep you on the ball. It'll keep that confidence flowing through you, which is really lovely at the moment. Let's just see what's going on your crown chakra. I think you've got this, Taurus. I really do. I think you've got, there is a certain, as I said at the beginning, there's a certain air about you which just oozes confidence at the moment. And that comes from your consciousness, like as if to sort of say, you're doing it and you're doing it right. And as you feel that within you, it's gonna breathe that energy that's gonna flow into everything that is around you. It's gonna help you to open doors. It's gonna help others to have confidence in what you're doing. Therefore, it's gonna help you in your projects in your life, but also within your relationship side as well. There's a certain degree of of people feeling confident of being with you, as it were. That's really nice. And it goes through from the consciousness all the way through your entire body. And it connects with that root chakra, which seems to be the most powerful chakra at the moment within you. It seems to be the thing that's drawing a lot of the energy. And this all has to do with your foundations at the moment. So it's sorting stuff out. Let's just see what's going on your aura. Let's just see what's... there's a big realization in the in I would have thought there's something coming up in the middle of the week. We're talking Wednesday or Thursday here, but it's a heavy realization in regards to, I think, the outside world. You may get this sensation that the outside world is trying to bring you down a little bit. So your guides here, I would have thought, would be working hard in order to sort of reduce the amount of time wasting energies that are around you at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see how that comes out in the tarot reading in the in 5, 7, 8 and 9 petals. It doesn't seem to be anything untoward. There is this, with this confidence comes a certain protection upon you as well, simply because you're following your righteous path, as it were. So there's things to sort out. I think the middle of the week is a real test upon your determination. You may feel like the universe is testing you a little bit to see whether you've got the gumption to follow it all through. Let's just see where the flow of the energy is going, where the flow of the energy, without shadow of doubt, is going towards your foundation, your root chakra here. And it is really getting into place the roots of where you want to be and what you want to be doing. So absolutely lovely, really. Very powerful energies going on there. When I mean powerful, I mean very solid energies going on there. Let's just see what the overall energies is for your reading here on the tarots. That's the overall energies. That's the karmic message, the influence in the universe, how the guides are influencing you, and the overall outcome at the top there. So you've got this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a very passionate, it's got that rhythm within it. It's a lot of movement with not necessarily going very far physically. And this could be that lot of movement in regards to your administration, in regards to sorting things out, getting things in order, you know, so you can realize your goals and aspirations going forward. And this is as much for relationships as for anything else. It's almost as if to sort of say, you're saying, Taurus is sort of saying, here I am, come and get it if you want it, you know, sort of scenario. The Devil. Obsession. No, you could be obsessed with someone. This could give you that sort of mechanic thing that was on your heart chakra. Because it's like, on the heart chakra, it's like a petal that's coming forward. Very nice, very light, beautiful, very happy-go-lucky sort of energy. But it's also got this energy around it which sort of doesn't encase it per se, but almost puts a barrier around it. And this could be forcing you a little bit an obsession on the, for some of you, not for everybody, but for some of you, because this is a general reading. For some of you, it could be forcing you down into an obsession about one person, as it were, or one love. And that might be detrimental to you. I think it would be more a case here, as I said earlier on, going on to the acts of love. You know, the devil is offering you light on your path. That's what he is the light bearer, and shows you the multitudes of opportunities or possibilities within your path. It's up to you to get obsessed about one of them, and that's when you get the head in your bonnet. I think within the relationships here, it's almost as if, you know, you do acts of love or acts of you know, sort of respect within your relationships, and it's almost as if you're sort of waiting for the return to come back. Yeah, it's the universe here is testing your love. Maybe this is what I was saying earlier on. It could well be that you might be having difficulty within your relationships that are around you, simply because you're focusing too much on where you should be going and not paying attention to the relationships that are around you. It happens. Sometimes we've got to do a lot of work. You know, it depends on your sort of situation. If it is highly detrimental to your relationships around you, I would be attentive of that. But here you've got the universe, which is, it's almost as if, as I said, the heart chakra has got like this encasing around it. And maybe the universe is encouraging you to look at certain aspects of the past that may be fraught with a little bit of pain, a little bit of a little bit of you know, sort of emotional stuff that you need to look in regards to the past, and not to apply them to your future relationships. Basically, that's what it seems like. Well, here we go with the guides. Now, the guides are bringing in a lot of messages for you. So I would listen to the coincidences that are around you. It's going to help you and guide you the most in the here and now in regards to your relationships. So it could be a tune playing on a radio. It could be a car that passes with a particular sign on it. It's that sort of thing, as the things in the outside world which you look at, which you only see go past. That sort of coincidence that's connecting with you. Your guides here are really trying to open up the idea and the possibilities of where you should be going. This is the streamlining of those choices. I think these guides here are within the Wednesday and Thursday. I think these guides here are really trying to open up the idea of looking for the opportunities that arrive out of nowhere, in a way. And they're trying to encourage vibrant thoughts within you in regards to your relationship. And this could be because you're being tested at the moment. It's almost like as if like your inner voice is sort of saying, come on, Taurus, you know love is love, and you know you love that person, or you know that person is great. Just, you know, don't worry about the past. Move on to the future. Don't be mistrusting. You know, it's good, you know, just follow your path. If they follow as well, if they're with you, you will see these acts of love around you. That's what they're sort of trying to sort of say to you. I think they're almost trying to encourage you to have a new beginning, basically, within your life. Within the business side, and this is where we come on to the other side, which I was talking about in the sacrum, on the business side, your karmic path is to go and lead it. I do think this is where you're going to be concentrating most of your time. And I think this is more of a warning than anything else. And those messages that come through from your guides is going to reiterate this warning. And I would just be wary of getting blinkered into what you're doing. Rather than getting... just doing too much work and not enough play. That's a possibility there. But look at that, you've got the Ace of Wands as well. This is tying really nicely into it. So we got 2 aces, and I think this is going to give you those inspirational ideas are going to flow through you and throw through that overall energy there if you do take your path. This is what seems to be playing within you. We can go on holiday if I get this sort of contract and stuff like that with your relationships. But just be careful to not pay attention to the little things within the relationship. Maybe that's the case for you. Okay? In here, the universe is trying to sort of give you that incentive of those ideas that are really going to work for you, keeping you concentrated. And this is where the devil can help you as well, along with the King of Wands. It's to follow that that path that you should be going down on your financial sort of side. Do not be too blinkered. You can be blinkered in regards to the material world. And this could be to do with your job, your business, or your projects. You could be blinkered in that. And when you're working, which is great. But when you're not working, that's when I would open up a little bit. So I would make sure you've got time within your relationships to open up to the people that are around you. Okay? Walking away from something. I think this is because you're walking towards what you want. And as you walk towards what you want, it is going to take you away from certain things. It might be a case that you want to get a better job. Therefore, you're going to have to walk away from the old job in order to get it. Or you're going to have to walk away from those people that you've been working with for years in order to move on to get that promotion. It's also within your business. It could be a case of, walking towards what you want and the aims for your business. Therefore, people who you've been working together with before, who no longer correspond to your business, you might have to walk away from them. That is very, very possible. Let's just see what's going on here. It's good, clean, hard work for you at the moment, Taurus. You're really bossing it up, I think, with that 8 of Pentacles. And it seems like you're encouraging yourself as well. Sort of, yes, you're doing good work. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. And I think you are, actually. And this is what comes from that whole idea of feeling completely secure about yourself. And this assurance obviously comes with a price. Because if we're so sure that we don't see the problems and the complications coming our way. And that's what the little thing is all about. The rest of it is absolutely blinding. These guides here are closing off certain opportunities at the moment, but opening others. And that's what I would follow down for you. Let's just see what's going on with this here, with the Emperor at the top. You're owning this, Taurus. You're really, really owning this. Absolutely beautiful to see. What flows out of this is this continual sort of sensation of, yes, this is who I am, this is where I should be, and this is what I should be doing. Go towards the logical side of life. And as you do go towards the logical side of life, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities. Oh, I can't speak anymore. A lot of opportunities for you going forward. There you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being with us. And thank you very much for your support for this channel. I will see you in the monthly readings, I'm going to be doing a equinox reading, because that's what's coming up soon, and it's going to be a reading over a 3-month period. We'll have a collective reading on the Sunday, and yours will be coming out as an individual on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Okay. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.